And we are live. Welcome, everyone. My name is Niki Lopez, creative of Niki Lopez Creative, and you're watching The Circle, where every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I'm talking to artists, entrepreneurs, social activists, entrepreneurs who do a lot of different things in the community, just people doing great things in the world today. And today, I have my youngest entrepreneur yet. I have Katelyn. Welcome, welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
Yes. So just to jump in, Katelyn is a young entrepreneur. She's actually starting her second business. She's the owner of Iconic Lip Gloss, and a performance artist. So let me just read a couple of things. So you're 12 years old. You're from Delray Beach, Florida, and you're a young entrepreneur who loves to put smiles on people's faces, whoever you come in contact with. And you've also been in the creative arts. So kind of walk us through, like, did the creative arts come first, the entrepreneur business come first?
So whenever I was young, I would always I'd love to dance. I started dancing when I was about 5, and then from then on, I did a bunch of pageants. And so creative arts came first. I also went to a theater camp, and right now I go to a art school. So that is kind of how the creative arts formed, and then my business came on after.
Awesome. And so just going to acknowledge a couple of people. So we are live right now on Facebook on 2 pages under Niki Lopez Creative, as well as Outclick Magazine. We're also live on YouTube and Periscope. So if you're joining us, please share this link, tag people, join in, add some comments, show this young lady some love. So a lot of children, they are challenged with school and homework. What made you say school, homework, start a business?
I'm not really sure. I just I don't know, I found that would bring me a lot more things in the future, I guess, starting off really young. So I just thought it was a great opportunity, and I have a lot of time, so I just thought it'd be cool.
Awesome. We have G in the audience saying greetings, and Valerie is saying so good to see someone so young doing her thing.
Thank you.
So I know you're starting a new business that we're going to be getting to that soon, but you started with making slime. Yes. What was your connection to that? What was the slime business that you started and ran?
My slime business was called Movie Clip Slimes, and I started it in 4th grade in summertime. The reason I started that was just because I found that slime was just a really big thing at the time, and a bunch of people were just buying slime, and I thought people would find a lot of value in mine since I put so much work and effort into making mine. So that's kind of how that whole thing started.
Awesome. And so now you're over the slime, you're into something else.
Yeah.
And I know your parents are both, they're into business and finances. How much of that played into you starting your own business?
A lot. They taught me a lot of things that I wouldn't have known if it wasn't for them. And they also taught me how to be more wiser when it comes to the whole business aspect. So definitely I've learned a bunch from them that I wouldn't have known before.
Awesome. And do they, how do you feel like they were a big push, or do you think that you might have wanted to start a business even if they didn't push you, or did you see what they're doing and wanted to do something of your own?
I think the main reason I started was because they inspired me. I definitely don't think they pushed me to do it, and I also it wasn't me just willingly doing it, so it was definitely that they inspired me to do it based on what they've been doing and how cool it is, how they have their own business. So it kind of just I'm like, whoa, I should do that.
Awesome. And we have a couple comments. So we have Darlene Lynn saying Keturah and Carice are watching.
Hi.
We also have Katie Earl saying future leader right here. We love you, Kate.
We love you too.
And we have Andrew saying hello. And then we have a question. Valerie, was there anyone in your life that encouraged you to start a business? So we may have covered it, but yeah, go through.
Definitely my dad encouraged me to start the whole business. He gave me the idea to start my business. I'm pretty sure in the summer it was just kind of my own idea because I just thought it was a big thing and I decided to do it. And then this time he kind of gave me the idea and reminded me that I had my own business back then. And I'm like, oh my gosh, yeah, I should do that again.
Awesome. And we have Scott. He said, would you wanted to know if you ever watched Shark Tank?
Would you like to know what you I do watch Shark Tank like every single day. I love it.
So, okay, so you're saying every single day you watch Shark Tank, you got home school. How do you balance your school life? I'm sure you might have chores, your, performance art life and your business life.
Definitely school comes always like first. Well, right now it's a lot easier to start something just because my school is really short. It takes me like an hour to finish school. So and then after that, I have a bunch of art things. Like I have to do singing auditions, and I have things that come with school, like other school activities, I guess. And then after that, I could just kind of have a bunch of free time. So that definitely comes last. And if it doesn't happen that day, then it'll happen the next day before any art projects come up. So that's kind of how I balance all 3 or 4 of them.
Awesome. Awesome. And let's get into this new business for a little bit. Can you explain to us your new business venture?
My new business is called Iconic Gloss, and I have 2 social media platforms I'm kind of marketing on, which is TikTok and Instagram. I started this, the idea came in, I think, like January. Yes. January. And that's when I just kind of had the idea and I started looking at other people for inspo and I just started thinking about how people would like actually want to buy my things instead of other people's. So that's why I made mine all vegan, just because I personally don't eat any meat. And I find that it's really cool how we can have that kind of connection and making sure that all things are completely natural and that I use it as well.
So you don't eat any meat. What inspired you to go that route?
Oh, that was
We
because
saw some chicken on your dad's Instagram, Facebook lives.
yeah. Well, definitely was my parents that inspired me to do that because they love me. But it was my friend actually. She didn't eat. Has been vegan for about like I think since she was 3. So she barely ever has like eaten any sort of meat or like anything basically. So I watched her and I thought that was a really cool idea. So I went into doing some research about animals and them being like the whole process, and it really scared me. I hated it so much. So from that day on, which I'm pretty sure was December 32nd or something around there, I just completely just stopped eating meat just because I found that it was really harmful. And yeah.
And I saw with your lip gloss line that's coming out, it's going to be what is it said? It's handmade and vegan and cruelty free.
Yes.
Why was that important to you?
That was important just because, once again, I had that connection with being completely vegan, and the cruelty, since I watched that video, it really just like hurt me, and I wanted to make sure all of my things weren't tested on animals and they're just 100% natural, just because I find that's the best way to do things, whether people believe that animals are killed that way or not. I just find that it's just nice to realize that this is all natural. So, yeah.
Awesome. And so I have the page up here and I'm going to run the little ticker over here. If you're on Instagram, we have the Instagram at the bottom. When are you launching? Because this is a business that you're prepping, you're getting all your supplies in. When will this be launched?
It will be launched June 5th.
Awesome. And when do you start shipping out orders?
I will start taking orders June 5th, and then I'll probably start shipping. Shipping might be like 2 to 3 business days, which probably will just be Monday or like weekdays. So it will be about like 3 days after I'm done with like the whole setting up everything.
Awesome. And we have a comment. Kit has always been aware of what is healthy versus not. I'm not surprised she started to cut out meat. I'm excited for Iconic Gloss.
Thank you.
And so when it launches, where will people be able to get the product?
people will be able to get it from Etsy. My Etsy shop will most likely just be Iconic Gloss, just because I find it's easier since that's my Instagram and TikTok. And then they will be able to order it, and they can pay through like PayPal, Venmo, and things that just are linked to Etsy.
Mm-hmm. So you got everything pretty much
Yeah.
set up. That's awesome. And so now I also saw that on YouTube, you have a YouTube, and I'm posting, if you're on Facebook, I'm posting those links there. You have a YouTube channel. What made you start the YouTube channel, and what are some of the content people could find there?
Okay, well, my YouTube channel was actually made a while ago. It was made about 1 or 2 years ago, and I did not like my content back then, so I put all my videos on private. I recently just started up again just because my parents actually inspired me to do it because they knew how good I was back then, even though I personally didn't think I was that good. So I just completely restarted my YouTube channel, and the content you can find is mainly lifestyle videos and vlog videos and just things basically about my life, and also including everybody else. So like Q&A videos and stuff like that.
And I know that you do your own content. You do your own videos, you edit them. And I even seen there was some like little tips and tricks of how people could do thumbnails for their YouTube channel and things like that.
Yes, it's helping other people while also just like showing my life.
Awesome. Awesome. And Valerie said, what a great name for your gloss, your lip gloss. Awesome. So coming, in dealing with all of the things that you're dealing with, have you come across any challenges that you had to overcome to either balance your school and your business or starting a business as a child?
I think it was mainly just starting a business and finding out basically what would make my products different from other people's, and how I could make my products more noticeable, I guess. I think that was like the main challenge. Balancing wasn't that hard. I guess it was mainly hard for me balancing YouTube in school back before I started this business, just because YouTube was important, but so was school, and I didn't really have a lot of time to film. So that was like the main challenge, I guess.
Awesome. We have another comment as Jayla, proud of you.
Thank you.
So we're living in a pandemic. Well, we're living in some very interesting times right now. How has life shifted for you with the pandemic?
Life, well, I find it's actually a lot easier because of all the new time we have and all the time I have to promote my business and YouTube, and just like having all this free time that I didn't have before just because school was a lot longer. They were like 7 hours, I'm pretty sure. And now it's about 1 to 2 hours. So I definitely have so much more free time in my afternoons to make different products, to get them posted up, and to film different videos at the same time. So I find that makes it a lot easier.
Awesome. And we have Leather Chantel Everett saying, we're so happy for you. And Darlene Lynn, go Kate.
Thank you.
So, I know your dad, he's a financial advisor. Their business is about making money, saving money, investing money. And I know he shared with me that you have a personal financial goal. Can you share that with us?
Yes. My goal is to make $1 million by the time I am 25.
Wow. So how, can you walk us through some of the steps that you're taking to ensure that? Because that's a lot of money. And 25, like.
Well, I definitely need to basically start up my business soon and just start kind of promoting it for the meantime, and then other people will start to spread it, I guess, once they find out how my products are like. And from then on, just kind of grow. And then also with YouTube, once I hit 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, I will be able to grow that and start making money off of there. And maybe if there are any other opportunities to start different businesses, then I might also take on those. But I feel like I could make $1 million by the time that I'm 25 with just those two things. So, yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. And so we have Scott saying it won't take her that long. Absolutely. We do have, and we have some high fives from Valerie. We do have a question from Natalie. You're so inspirational. What advice would you give to another young entrepreneur who wants to get started? Where would they start?
Okay, advice would be to make sure that there's something that makes your products different, because it's so easy to just find someone else that looks better and they're just easy to like go with theirs. Definitely find something that makes your products different and that makes them why they should choose you instead of the like other coffee shop. And definitely make sure that you have a reason for what you're doing. Make sure that you have everything set in place. You have a schedule from like all the time you're going to be doing it. I will start about like 3 o'clock and after, just because I have free time after that. And make sure that you just basically have it all planned out. And next thing is to definitely promote yourself. Make sure, don't just go telling people to go check out your thing. Make it, you guys can just comment on different people's and then they'll click on your profile and see what you do, which really helps you a lot. So yeah.
Awesome. We have G. She said, great goal. Love your ambition and energy. Keep the excellent work.
Thank you.
So where do you see your business? Do you feel like you're going to start another business soon, or are you going to stick with the lip gloss, see where it goes?
Okay, well, I think it's gonna be everything is gonna be I think Iconic Gloss is going to be underneath a branch of different things. So I'm not sure what the big brand name would be because I don't have any other products yet, but there might just be a whole line of things I'm going to be selling. I'm gonna most likely stay underneath the beauty product line, I guess. Because I find that I use those things a lot, so people might also like those a lot. So definitely there will be more things I'll be selling. Not more businesses, I don't think, but just like different products.
Awesome. And we have Sunny, keep up the good work. Absolutely. And so jumping back into a little bit of the performing arts, because you go to a special school for performing arts.
Yes.
Awesome. And what do you like about the school and about performing arts?
I love my school so much just because I feel like it's a really cool way to express your talent. And the fact that we only have academics 2 days of the week is also really cool, because you can definitely learn a lot from just doing your arts, because I feel like arts personally, I feel like they work even better than academics. I'm not really sure why. Just like it's more creative and you're doing something you actually enjoy and you're also learning at the same time from it, which is kind of multitasking, which also helps. And personally, I just really love not academics, arts in general, just because it's a really cool way to express yourself and what you can do.
Awesome. Awesome. And we have some more questions about the beauty side. Who inspires you in the beauty field from Katie?
There isn't really one specific person. I know a lot of people have like that one person, but mine is really just anyone that I personally just find and they have really cool things that they sell. And yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you have any what's your immediate goals with the lip gloss company?
You mean like money wise, or like what do you mean?
Well, yeah, where would you want to see it? Like, I know you have TikTok, you have Instagram, you have your YouTube. Will you be doing more like some demonstrations on YouTube or is talking about the products there?
Yeah, I'll most likely have different like things in the description box that they can click on to go like check out my products. There probably won't be any videos completely dedicated to it. I'll like just bring up different topics and remind them every time to just go check it out, in case they're interested in that. And I think that's mainly where I just promote it. And then also like on TikTok, I can promote it. I have 3 accounts right now, I think. I can promote it on all 3. One of them has like 1,700K. So I'll probably put it on there just because there are a lot of people that follow me and a lot of them are really sweet and I know that they'd like love to support. So yeah.
Awesome. And we have a comment. Darlene said, "You're so confident and I know you'll achieve your goals." That's awesome. So you have so many different accounts. Like, what do you do on some of the different platforms to make you stand out from other people who are also trying to do the same things?
Like just in the business sense of just like Iconic Gloss.
Yeah, with Iconic Gloss, or yeah, build, because you have quite a bit of videos on YouTube. You have your TikTok and things like that. So yes, I know Iconic Gloss is a new company that's starting, so you're going to have to watch it grow. But for someone on social media, there's adults who struggle with social media. So what do what do you do to make that process more manageable for you, or what are some things that you do that's different on your social media spaces that may not be on other spaces?
Like I said, I like to comment on a lot of people. That's like I look at the people that I'm like are kind of doing the same thing as me, I guess, or are underneath the same like beauty product. And I'll go to their account and I'll just kind of say, just like promote them, I guess, like being really nice to them and saying, "Oh my gosh, great job! I know people would love to buy this." And then at the same time, people are like, "Oh my gosh, she's really sweet." And once you have like a bunch of likes on your comment, it'll be like ranked at the top, so people just automatically click on it and go see your like your account, and they'll see, oh, she has this business too. And that's definitely one advice I'd give to you guys, just because it helps you a lot. I got 100 followers on TikTok in 24 hours just from doing that, just promoting my business, and over 20 people said they'd buy from me just from doing that. So it definitely works a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. And you mentioned a good point, because I do social media, and sometimes telling people it's not just about the post, it's about engaging with people. Or if you see people that are in your same field, connect with them. They don't have to be a competition. You could, collaborate, you could share stuff. So that's amazing that you're doing that at 12 on top of that. So we have Mary Zippy saying, congrats on going after your dreams.
Thank you.
And Natalie asks, what do you do for fun? What are your hobbies?
For fun, I love to sing. I sing a lot. I also play my piano. I play ukulele. I love to draw. I love to film videos. That's basically just my passion. I love to edit as well. I don't really know if that's a hobby, but I definitely love to edit, just because I find it's really cool to like test out the different ways you can do it. And I also like to dance. I dance a lot. I'm currently not in dance just because of this whole situation, but I will be enrolled after this. And I also I like to do a lot of things. What else? Oh, volleyball. I was enrolled in volleyball, I think, since January, and I love volleyball a lot. And yeah, that's basically my hobbies.
Awesome. Awesome. And do you have any downtime?
Like, what do you mean?
Like when you're not doing those 100 things that you just listed out?
Yeah, I do have a lot, actually, surprisingly. You can have like a bunch of tasks you have to do, but at the end of the day, you're still gonna have a bunch of things like time left over, I guess. I don't really know how it works, but like I also get it from my mom, because she has 1,000 jobs and things she's doing, and she still has a bunch of time to care for me and for my dad and just for everyone.
Awesome. Awesome. We have Tika sending some heart faces, and Karen Pandicherry and G said, I'm buying lip gloss from you as soon as it's available.
Thank you.
Yes, so I'm going to run the banner again, because I do want, if you're on Instagram, guys, please go to iconic_.gloss. So that is her Instagram account. She's launching it's a brand new Instagram account, but you could help promote it by, liking that page, sharing it with, your friends. You have people that wear the lip gloss, definitely share it, or photographers, makeup artists, different people. Definitely help support this young entrepreneur and get her stuff out there.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And then I'll just throw in your other Instagram as well, since you do have that, because you have Katelyn, and you do so do you do orders for people, like video content, digital content?
No, not really.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Awesome.
yeah.
That's great. Jennifer, or your mom, I'm so proud of you. Oh, sweet. So, what is a day like? When do you start your day? When do you end your day? Do you have a routine?
Yes, I create a schedule for myself every morning or every like night for the next morning, and I find it just makes it so much easier blocking out your day. And my day starts at, it kind of depends. Over the weekends, it starts whenever. Normally around like 11 or 10. Sometimes I wake up at like 8 just because I can't sleep. Other times I'll wake up at like 9. And then on weekdays, I wake up at around 9, no, like 8:40 something or 9:40. And then my day ends at around, well, I stop working and doing everything at I think like 8 or 7, and then I stop doing I just go to bed at around whenever.
I guess that. Well, you've earned it. You're doing a lot of work. We have another comment from Slim, good little cousin. Yes, absolutely. So, do you have? What about friends? Do you have friends? Do you hang out much?
Well, not during quarantine, sadly. But I do have a lot of friends. They're really sweet and they're really supportive, with everything. And so, yeah, I definitely do have a lot of friends. My friend group, I'd say, is pretty big at the moment. And I just, yeah.
What about chores?
Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't happen. I have chores, but they're not always my chores. Sometimes they're my mom's chores because they don't end up being done by me. So I definitely say the chore that I normally always do is actually I don't know. I don't know.
That's awesome. What would be a business goal of yours? I know you want to make the $1 million by your 25, but what's a business goal?
Just like I definitely want to sell 100 products at the least. I also want to, I don't know. I think just like 100, no, yeah, 100 orders in like by the end of the year would be my business goal.
Awesome, awesome. Oh, your mom is saying at least you're honest.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So I asked this question, so, a little bit of a trick question, but just a change of subject a little bit. If you had access to a time machine, where would you go? To the past or to the future?
Definitely the past.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, I definitely would do a lot more things that I didn't do in the past. Yeah, definitely the past.
Awesome. Okay. It's always interesting to see how people answer that. So, Katelyn, it's been such a pleasure to have you. You're so bright and you're just confident and glowing, and you're just like so about your business and balancing everything. It's just been a pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so, for the people who are here with us live, thank you for being on here with us. Thank you for your comments and questions. Please help to share this link out to people who may be inspired by this. There's another kid that you might know who may want to start a business because they're watching Katelyn talk about her businesses. And the people who's going to watch this on the replay, thank you for joining us. We're here every Tuesday, 8:30 to 9 p.m. We have one more comment. Valerie, we said, keep up the dreaming, young lady. We're all rooting for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely, absolutely. So thanks again for joining us, Katelyn. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Get some sleep. For those of you watching us live, thank you all, and I will see you next week.
Bye.